evening, everyone. We are back again to this afternoon with Kids Corner, where we have Sister Gabby and Brother Chris with us this afternoon, the kids from Kids Corner. It's a pleasure having you this evening. It's a pleasure for you guys that listening, that's logging onto YouTube, Groupe Disciples, Facebook, and the one that watching on that listening to us from the radio, Groupe Disciple. We are here with Kids Corner. I'm going to introduce to you Sister Gabrielle, where they have a topic that we was talking before previously about driving, how they feel about driving. Are they entering this age and they know that soon they're gonna become a driver? So we're gonna let them into the panel and they're gonna do the talk to you guys.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I would like to drive because it's freedom, because I don't have to be home 24/7, and like I could go anywhere I want. I just feel like it's freedom, like you get to do more things that you couldn't do when you were a certain age. So I would just love to drive because I just want my own car.
You think driving is freedom? That's
Yes,
what you refer as driving is a
but I
freedom?
just don't want to die.
You just don't wanna die. So you know what it's come behind that. Huh?
Because my car could be my casket.
But if you don't wanna drive, if you don't wanna die, what you should be doing while you're driving?
Be safe.
Be
Drive
safe.
safe.
You have to drive safe. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, I would like to drive. I could just get from my house to somewhere else easily,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have to be in my house 24/7.
Okay. So what the good tip you have for the people that's gonna learn how to drive your age, the youth? What you wanna tell them about driving because you have experience. Even though you don't drive, you in the car almost all the time with me while I'm driving you everywhere you have to go. So what you gonna tell them as a tip that they have to do?
Drive safe.
Don't be scared.
Oh yeah, because if you be scared, you're just gonna drive worse.
Get in an accident.
So you just have
What
to.
else? Especially you youth, you always on your phone.
Oh, and don't let your first car be a sport car because those cars are dangerous. Get like a normal car, not like a Lamborghini,
Haha.
a BMW.
Height.
Yeah. And don't get like expensive cars because you know you could buy that yourself. Like, don't put too much pressure on your mom. But your
The
car could
phone,
be
the
your
phone, the
casket.
phone.
Oh, and don't be on your phone driving. At least have your phone connected to Bluetooth. Do not be on FaceTime in the car because
It's dangerous.
you look down for 1 second, next minute you know you don't see, you can't even open your eyes no more.
Mm. What about you, Chris? What's the tip for you're gonna tell about the others that driving?
Don't be scared. Just be confident, and then keep your phone away. And yeah, that's it.
Follow the
And
rules.
follow the rules.
The rules. The speed limit.
And don't get no ticket because you don't want your license to be suspended.
Revoke. Yes, will be revoked. That's the privilege. They're gonna take it away from you if you keep on speeding and get all those tickets.
And when you have your permit, it's not freedom yet because you can't drive without a licensed driver after 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't pass your driver's test, don't give up. Because then you're going to have to take Ubers everywhere. And that is not cute or funny.
Because you depend on someone to pick you up.
Yes.
Now you could just go outside in your parking lot and just take your car and go. That's the freedom of know how to drive. It's nice. They take you from point A to point B. Mm. So how you feel excited? Are you excited about when the age coming for you to learn how to drive? Are you very excited about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. So since then you have to start learning how to be safe, cautious about how you're driving on the road. As a Christian, you know what the word said. You have to obey by the word. So you have to be an example to the others that are not Christian. So they cannot see you driving like a bad
Maniac.
maniac in the street and you say you are Christian, because you have to follow God's will. And God tells us that we have to follow the rules that the government gave us. So you cannot be telling you Christian and you're driving like a maniac in the wood. You have to be driving for the others. What else, guys, you could say about the driving? How it's impact your life when you learn how to drive.
Don't pick up your friends in your car, because then they're going to rely on you.
The more people in the car, is the higher percentage of getting in a car accident.
All those talking, the peer pressure, the music.
I was just dropping them off at the curb if that was the case. But I'll feel bad at the same time.
Because they are your friend, some of them are your best friend, you still have to go with them. There's rules, you have to tell them, I'm driving and this is my car. I don't want you to put the music that loud because it's disturbing me when I'm driving, I cannot hear. So they have to listen to you. This is your car. Either you come in and follow my rules or you don't come in. Mm-hmm. That's what it should be. Like I tell Gabby, put the volume down. This is my car. So you're gonna do the same thing too?
No, but it's really like our car, because we both use it and we both kind of drive it.
Which car? My car?
Yeah.
It's your car?
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as you drive it safe and maintain it, it could be yours.
And don't get caught just because your friend gets them, because sometimes your friend just want to die.
Your friend just want to die?
Yes, because they be getting big cars and those cars are not even safe.
The way you said it's like they want to die. It's because they don't know the consequences behind them, how they're driving. It doesn't matter how big is the car or small is the car. It's the same purpose for you to drive it. It's the same rules. There's no difference because the car is big. You think it's big, you cannot drive in it. No. You could drive a big car, you could drive a small car. It's the way you maintain that car, the way you drive the car. You have to know the speed limit and drive the car the purpose, the way that you need to drive it. It doesn't matter you drive a small car and you drive an SUV. It's the same way. As soon as you learn how to drive it the same way. It's just the safety that you need to follow.
And sometimes electric cars are not safe.
Huh?
Electric cars, sometimes those are not safe.
Why?
Because they're electric. You could barely trust the electricity in the streets.
That's why you're scared of them.
I would never want a car that drives itself, even if I'm sleeping in the road. Because that's just not safe at all. And that's going to make, and if you're living like in a bad neighborhood and you have like a really good car, most likely people are going to steal your car.
Or smash the windows.
You see, all those things come after you have your car. You have to be nice to your neighbors so they don't scratch your car.
Scratch my car? They scratch people's cars?
People does that.
Can you sue for that?
How are you gonna sue for that? People might stress people car in the parking lot anyway. What else? What else can you say about driving?
Nothing else.
What about you, Chris? You don't have nothing else to put?
No.
Okay. So as you hear, the kids from Kids Corner, they have a follow-up about the show that we did before, previously, me and Sister Betty. They come to the thing about driving, what it is for them, how happy they are when they reach in the age for them to drive. They know that it's good for them to have a way of going somewhere, because they say they don't want to depend on somebody to take them or to take a taxi or Uber. Because when you be able to drive, you could be depend on yourself. You just take your key and go. That's why we tell the parents to teach the kids early. Let them know the safety of driving. Don't be afraid. Let them drive. Let them learn how to drive and talk to them and tell them the safety about the rules and to obey about the speed limit, and leave them into God's hand. With His presence, all things are possible with Christ. We're gonna end up our show for today, and we say thank you for watching. Thank you to let us come to your house. As always, Kids Corner. Gabby, last words.
Bye.
Chris?
Bye.